Welcome back to The Vocalist. Today we are listening to Neil Sedaka. I believe the only song of his that I've heard is Breaking Up Is Hard to Do, which I love, but I imagine this one will be a little different. So we are going to watch a performance from 1981 and the song is Solitaire. Here we go.
There was a man, a lonely man, who lost his love through his indifference. A heart that cared, that went unshared until it died, and in his silence and solitaire's the only game in town. Takes him down, while life goes on around him everywhere. He's playing solitaire, and keeping to himself begins to deal, but still the King of Hearts is well concealed. Another losing game comes to an end, and he deals them out again.
I had no idea. Oh my gosh. I recognize musicians change and grow, and their styles change, but going from that incredible doo-wop classic to this, I mean, oh my gosh, we get to hear so many incredible things in his vocals. Back to the beginning, here we go.
There was a man.
That initial sound with the TH, it's so tricky to be so precise. And I mean, this is just, I feel like it's like wrapped so perfectly with this nice little bow, and it's just presented so professionally. Not that I doubt that he's a professional, but it's like I just don't have any other words of how, like, to describe how good that one opening is.
There was a man, a lonely man.
Oh my goodness, I feel like everything I heard after that, I could not get that one sound out of my head. I was a bit distracted. He obviously has a higher voice. We get a lot of brightness, sometimes nasality, sometimes what we would consider more forward placement, but that transition into his head voice, I mean, yeah, I just gotta hear it again.
Was a man, a lonely man.
I say head voice. I feel like I have to put a disclaimer every time I talk about registers. Let me hear it one more time.
A lonely man.
It's high enough that I think you could put that in a mix, or he could have put that in a mix if he wanted to, because of his range. But when you hear that little bit of texture pop in, it makes me think that there's a bit more CT engagement, which is why I would call it head voice. It is giving that really beautiful, angelic, ethereal, light sound that's more almost breathy than what we would hear in a mix that has a little bit more press, but whatever you want to call it is gorgeous.
Who lost his love through his indifference.
Do you know what I love about that line? Is he said indifference when he could have said indifference, but he didn't. And I think that's just such a, I don't know, that's a really cool choice when you're thinking about how to, when you're writing songs and you're deciding how to sing notes and sing words and everything. It's just, I think that was a really special choice that, I don't know that every singer you would have probably instinctually wanted to add that extra syllable in to match the timing of what came before it.
Lost his love through his indifference. A heart that cared, that went unshared until it died, and in his silence and solitaire's the only game in town. And
Sorry, this is so gorgeous. When he starts on Solitaire, we get a little bit of that texture again. But then his transition back into something that's a little bit more chest dominant. It's seamless. It's so good.
And solitaire's the only game in town. And every road that takes him down. While life goes on around him everywhere, he's playing solitaire.
That was gorgeous. So keeping, bright E, very high, very forward, but you wouldn't know it. Like, just if this was, muted, you wouldn't think he was saying keeping initially, because he's got this gorgeous neutral position, which is helping place the note in a very specific spot.
King of hearts is well concealed. Another losing game comes to an end, and he deals them out again. A little home goes on. How it goes without saying.
Everything he does is so delicate. These little riffs, his pronunciation, transitions, it's just so delicate. the nuance is, I don't know, I feel like it's not even a sprinkle, it's a shimmer. Like, it's so minute and yet it's so effective.
There was a man, a lonely man, who would command the hand he's playing. And solitaire's the only game in town. And every road takes him down. While life goes on around him everywhere, he's playing solitaire.
I won't go back, but brilliant songwriting when it comes to the key. Everyone has gorgeous money notes. It's just a matter of where they are in the voice, on the piano, in your range. The key he chose for this song is so flattering because he was able to utilize more head voice at the beginning, and on the same note, now we're hearing more of that mix. So it's powerful, it's full, it, gives you the goosebumps, all the things. And so it just goes to show when you are writing songs, or even if you're not writing songs, but you're doing a cover or you're singing someone else's song, key changes are awesome. Now, I understand, depending on how you hear a song and how you hear certain keys, for some singers, for some musicians, you almost want to hear a song in a specific key. But for a lot of people who aren't able to make that distinction, if you need to go a hair higher or lower to really suit your voice so that you can do all the things you want with a song, I say do it.
And keeping to himself begins to feel, but still the King of Hearts is well concealed. Another losing game comes to an end, and he deals them out again. And solitaire's the only game in town, and every road takes him down, while life goes on around him everywhere. He's playing
I've got to watch that again. I feel like I was so overwhelmed by the beauty of his voice, the beauty of the melody, that I probably didn't pick up on a lot. Also, his piano playing, stunning. And watching this clip, I really enjoyed seeing how he focused his eyes. A lot of times when you watch performers, they're spanning the entire audience and there's a lot of movement in their eyes, but it was very effective how he just picked a point and stayed with it and told the story. And I loved seeing that. So that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching with me and for this recommendation. And hopefully I will see you next time.